Well, that was a giant fail. If only I could make it seem like that was all part of the plan, to start freezing the stream and teasing people, but in fact it was just utter chaos on my computer. I don't know what's going on. So let's just go straight back into it, shall we? Maybe it's just this screen it doesn't like for whatever reason. But it looks like we're green now. It looks like we're okay in the OBS. So we'll soon find out. We'll soon find out what's going on. So hopefully we can carry on as we were. We will see. It's all good right now, but it could go to shit any moment. Welcome to Viserion. Welcome Frank Burtwhistle. Welcome back Towering Titan. Hopefully we can crack on in a moment once the other members come back in who are on the previous one. Your computer really doesn't want you to open that. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't, does it? It's just like, no, you cannot open your appreciation kit. So hopefully people are back in now. Hopefully we can go. Don't know why. I don't know why it does that. Okay, cool. We got some more people joining in now. That's all good. So I'm just gonna have a quick drink quickly, and then hopefully we can crack on as normal. But welcome, Mr. Viserion. Welcome, Frank Burtwhistle. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. I know who you are. I know who both of you are. Me and Frank connected on Twitter recently. Viserion, you're a Patreon. So yeah, thank you. Welcome to the chat. DGTCG for you. Evening all. Welcome again to the chat, and hopefully this is now working. I hope so, because we've had a fantastic time on stream multiple times. We've never had issues, so I don't understand what is going on with this recently. Yeah, I mean, we've hosted Go Again Gaming Opens all day for like 8 hours straight with no issues, and suddenly we're screwing up on a box opening. So I mean, the last box opening as well went to shit, didn't it? So yeah. But here we go. Are you finished teasing us? Yes, I believe so. We are ready to crack on now. But yeah, we're all good. So let's just see what happens now. But what I was saying on the previous stream was the fact, and yeah, I just saw a like on this video. If you could just like this video, please. You know, disregard the last one. Just like this video. We'll delete the other one after this, and we'll just put this one out. So yeah, like this video if you haven't done so already. But what I was saying before, which I thought was really, really cool, was that James White's name is on this box. It's like it's come from him. I know it's come from the Legendary Studios, but it's just fantastic to be, have that on there. It just looks quality. Obviously I've blanked out my my address so you can't see it. But let's go straight into it. Let's crack it open. So if the last kit is anything to go by, there's going to be, well, as I said on the previous stream before we screwed up, well, not me technically, my computer, was that if this is anything to go by the last box, it's going to be a play set of cards. Albeit we've already seen what these are. It's the heralds, but we're going to receive a play set of cards, a play mat, and a nice little letter from LSS themselves, which is fantastic. Really is. Just a nice little community growing tool, isn't it? If you can give something away to people that are watching your channel or appreciate your channel for whatever reason, it just gives us more stuff to do, which I think is great. So yeah, let's get this open. This is very, very sealed very tightly. Probably not. OBS hates us. Yeah, it does. It just hates Go Again Gaming. It just hates. There's play mats in here. I can feel them. But yeah, OBS just hates Go Again Gaming because we just want to stream all the time. We want to put on sick Go Again Gaming events. We want to put on awesome live streams like this with graphics and overlays and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, okay. So there's a playmat in there. That's for sure. It's pretty amazing that LSS does this for content creators. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Playtime TCG. And if you are a content creator and if you're planning to do stuff, I would recommend just doing it. Well, if you've got the time to do stuff for content creation, if you're passionate about it, if you've got something to say, then definitely just share that opinion, share your passion for the game, because that is, you know, ultimately what gets you noticed by LSS themselves. And yes, Darth Prentice, welcome, Greg. We are back. And yes, Frank is a very, very sturdy box. Towering Titan is agreeing that content creators get good stuff and good appreciation. Mr. Viserion, you're saying, I wonder if there are more heralds coming or they will pump the new set promos. I'm sure OBS in equal opportunity hater of all content creators. Yes, I agree. But yeah, let's have a look, shall we? So we got this playmat in here, whatever this is. So let's get this out. I think it's multiple playmats. I think it's multiple playmats, folks. And there's well, let's get it out. There's multiple playmats in here. Oh, what do we reckon? What's this? Does anybody know what that art is? Just from that little tiny piece, that little tiny bit of art there. What art is that on that playmat? Leave a comment. Leave a comment in the chat. What playmat is this? This tiny bit of art here. What is that? 3 playmats. Yeah, I think you're right. Badsley, oh hello Az, it's been a while. Yes, it has. Welcome, Badsley. Welcome. Oh wait, there's another there's another one in here. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. There's another one in there. There's another one. There's another one. Eclipse. That's a good shout. It's probably because you've already seen it, eh? Probably because you've already seen it, Greg. And we got a letter of some sort. And then Cataclysm, Herald, Cataclysm. Then we got a bag which contains some cards, I expect. So yeah, let's read the letter first. Let's not just crack the product open, because this is my favourite part. This is my favourite part. Here we go. Look at that. Lovely old job. That's a thumbnail right there, isn't it? Look at that. Cool. Dear Go Again Gaming, thank you so much for the great work that you've been doing with the Flesh and Blood content that you've been producing. Content creators are one of the most important parts of our community, and we really love the contribution that you've been making through your channel. We love your work so much that we want to offer you a little something to help grow your channel. As a thank you to you and your viewers, we're excited to give you one of our Content Creator Appreciation Kit number 2. So yeah, I mean, if you're not aware, I did get the Content Creator Appreciation Kit number 1. The stream is probably still on the channel somewhere. In fact, it's definitely still on the channel. It says, we envision this kit could be an awesome way to offer something special to your passionate audience, and rightly so. You are all passionate audience. And you know, it's only growing as time goes on as well. And patrons of the channel, I don't want to, you know, batter people over the head with Patreon, because ultimately I still work a day job. And you know, I get money from other means with regards to that. I'm not a full-time content creator. Patreon doesn't carry me through day-to-day life, but what it does do is it allows me to quantify what my videos, what my time is worth to people like yourselves. And you know, as a thank you to the patrons of this channel, no matter what fucking tier you are getting some of this kit. I mean, it looks like there's only 1 pack of cards in there, so I don't know how I'm going to distribute these as of yet, but you will get something out of this. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter what tier you are on Patreon, you are all getting that, because you all contribute to, you know, to this channel, and you know, you're fantastic. So thank you very much. But yeah, what was I saying here? So yeah, perhaps you could run a competition for your comment section, the sharing of Flesh and Blood content, or any other engaging interaction with your awesome community members. You may want to reward new subscribers to your channel, or give something back to people that have been supporting you from the very start. Now yeah, that ending statement there, supporting you from the very start, is exactly what I'm doing. I'm supporting you guys who have supported me from the very start on the Patreon level. which I think is good. So we're very happy for you to use these promos creatively in whatever way you think will help grow your audience the most. The one thing that we ask is that you use these in a way that grows your audience and increases fan engagement. You're welcome to use materials as part of monetization programs you want, such as Patreon, of course, or fan product offerings that have been have thought and care put into them. We don't want to see these as materials being dumped out on eBay or Facebook in ways that really have nothing to do with creating content or supporting and growing your audience. Thank you for your support and contribution to the global Flesh and Blood community. We look forward to seeing more amazing content. Stay safe and be well, from Chris. So yeah, Chris is a lovely guy, and obviously he's taken the time to obviously write that out and sign it, and even write Go Again Gaming on there as well. As a comparison to the old promo letter that was received, the old one was, as you can see here, so what came in the old pack was a handwritten letter with obviously Herald of Protection promos. That's what came in the last set. You know, we had the handwritten letter with Herald of Protection promos, which I thought was really nice. You know, the fact that they gave us a Legends Story Studios sort of engraved letter, which looked really, really cool, was awesome. But I appreciate that obviously they're growing to an extent now where they can't really do things like this, which is fair enough. They're still giving us stuff like this, and they've put more playmats in here this time. So yeah, that was the old kit. Well, there was a lot more in the old kit, but yeah, I'm just giving you a bit of a point of comparison there between the two. Yeah, still really, really cool touch. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for LSS for giving me that. That's fantastic. That's going to go on my wall behind me, without a doubt. What a day. What a day this is. Lovely that the stream's working now as well. And thanks to everybody in the chat joining me today. So let's crack open these cards first of all. We'll wait to the playmat. Playtime TCG is saying Doomsday, Eclipse and Celestial Cataclysm I think are the playmats. Yeah, that sounds about right as well. That's what I've seen spoiled. So we're going to figure out what to do with those playmats, that's for sure. So these are the cards. And of course we've got Herald of Rebirths, as we knew. Let's have a look to see how many we get of these. Because that will determine ultimately what we can give away. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 30 of each card. 30 of each pitch value. So 30 heralds of each pitch value we've got here. Shiny as well, promo art. Full extended. A little bit of pringling going on, but that's to be expected with regards to that. So kind of get a nice little close up here. Yeah, nice, aren't they? Autofocus is trying to do an absolute job at it here on its own. There we are. Yeah, they look pretty cool, don't they? So pretty nice. So Herald of Rebirths, obviously. And let's have a look at the playmats then. This is probably going to be a fairly short video because we all know, you know, what they are already. Let's have a look. So the first one is indeed a Celestial Cataclysm playmat. Of course it is. Somebody in the chat is an absolute psychic, but no, of course these have all been spoiled already. So Celestial Cataclysm playmat. That's pretty sweet, isn't it? Lovely old job. Heralds of Protection are great. They are in my deck. Well, you're a patron, Andrew, so you're going to get some. To what extent, you know, each patron's going to get. You know, I want to have stuff remaining afterwards to give away to non-patrons, so we'll see. Maybe we'll see. I'll calculate that another time. I'm not going to do the maths here on the stream. But yeah, nice little Celestial Cataclysm playmat there. Lovely old job. So if the viewers in the chat are correct, then these are going to be a Doomsday and an Eclipse playmat. So that's right, we got it. Doomsday. There's Doomsday. Doomsday Monarch playmat, which is pretty cool. It's pretty nice, isn't it? Lovely old job. Just a mountain of skulls. And of course, this is going to be Eclipse, right? Is that right? Is this going to be Eclipse? Yes, it is. Of course it is. Well done. Well done to the people that have been spoiled already. But yeah, that is nice. I never knew that the art in here is like all bones in the moon. It's like all bones and stuff. Yeah, so this eclipse here is just bones, basically. I didn't know that before. Darth Prentice, you're saying you wasn't around during Monarch. These are so nice looking. Yes, they are. I mean, I started just before Monarch. I was actually watching Towering Titan, who's in the chat, streaming his pre-releases. That's there. I was into the game like literally just before Monarch. The Sigilit, Tobias, you're saying it makes me want to shout blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne, but wrong game. Yeah, that's Warhammer 40k, isn't it? An entire planet of death, Playtime TCG is saying. Absolutely, but yeah, Monarch was when Monarch came out, I was like, I don't know this game well enough to jump into Charging Souls and Spectras and Blood Debt and all this sort of stuff, and Soul Shackles. I was just like, no, I can't jump into this set. I need to go back and have a look at Welcome to Wraith and Arcane Rising, and that's what I did. I started with Arcane Rising, and Viserai was my favourite character back then, and probably still is to an extent. I mean, that's the reason why I had this art done. This Go Again Gaming art here is based on the original Rune Blade with the rune chants, as you can see. And then I sort of moved on to Azalea, and still, I think she probably is my all-time favourite. Not only because she has an AZ in her name, but she's just so awesome. I absolutely love Azalea, and I'm sure we'll see some stuff for her in the future. But yeah, a scoop for people that are watching this now as well. I'm going to be getting an anime sort of style T-shirt done. I'm going to be getting an Azalea anime style T-shirt done that's going to be saying something like "Welcome to the Azalea cult," "Welcome to Az's Azalea cult," and it's going to be like a T-shirt that you can get of like a sexy anime Azalea with a big arse on there, I expect. But yeah, I digress. But it's going to be it's going to be cool. I don't know how we're going to give these away yet, so stay tuned for how you can get your hands on some of these if you're not a patron. Again, the playmats will probably be prizes, or some of the playmats at least, will probably be prizes for the Go Again Gaming Open 4, which will be decided within the next few weeks. I'm going to chat to my patrons in the VIP zone on Discord about what we should be doing for that. I think it's going to be some sort of CC tournament, but not open, not an open to the extent where it's going to be unlimited players. It's going to be very limited as to how many players can play, because CC just takes ages. But we'll see. I mean, it might even be commoner, because I'm starting a new commoner series on my channel. I'm not sure whether you would have seen the teaser for that. It's on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, maybe I should upload it or just share it in the Discord. Well, no, I did share it in the Discord. So if you're not on the Discord, go and have a look at that. Links in the description box below. Actually, no, it won't be, because the box is different to before, because I had to reset the stream. No, it's not in the box, but it's on the channel banner. Click on that. There'll be a link to Discord in there, as well as a link to all of my other stuff: Patreon, Wraith Energy drinks, which I'm drinking now, Bayside Blast, lovely old job. Do you know what I should get? I should get a sponsorship deal with what was the drink I was drinking on Flakes Interviews? Captain Morgan's. That's what I should do. I should get a sponsorship deal with Captain Morgan's and then just drink that on the stream and get absolutely wasted. We did that once, so didn't we? I'm not sure if anyone in this particular room was present when I was doing the box openings in the hotel room with multiple beers involved. That was a fun time. That was a great time. I can't imagine joining at that point either. That said, I was one of the people who liked the Tales of Aria Blitz decks. Yeah, I liked them as well. I did like them, but there wasn't much of a selling point towards them. You know, if you were to look for the Monarch Blitz decks now, I bet we can't get them anywhere. Do you know why? Because not patrons. Patrons could be in there. That'd be great, wouldn't it? I'm going to open a blitz pack for patrons. That'd be a lovely old job. But the selling point of the other blitz decks in Monarch was that they had the mentors in them. We don't have that in the Tales of Aria blitz decks, and I doubt we're going to have something like that in the Uprising blitz decks. I think the blitz decks need to have some sort of unique element to them to make them interesting. Because I still see the Tales of Aria ones on game store shelves, and nobody wants them because there's nothing unique in them really. Commoner, yeah, Commoner is very, very fun. I had my first game of it the other day, and it was quite fun. Yeah, it's just a nice little refreshing way to play the game, I think. It makes you restricted as to what your choices are, and we all know how fun that can be. Makes sense to do Commoner with the new series. I'll even set aside my Commoner prejudice and make a deck for it. Yeah, that's great. That's good. Yeah, that'll be good fun. Yeah, I think Commoner is a nice little way to, you know, there's going to be something at stake, but I think it's just a nice way to experiment with the game. You can chuck a deck together fairly quickly. I've got a whole box of Commoner decks ready to go for this series. Do you want to see it? So this is my box of decks for the Commoner series. Look at the state of that. All these decks ready for the Commoner series with no sleeves. No sleeves whatsoever. Commoner Chaos, it's going to be chaos. There's no sleeves involved whatsoever. Just pure chaos. Cardboard on cardboard action. 18 plus BBFC. But yeah, I can't remember where I was going with this. Yeah, so the cards, the heralds, will be given in some capacity to each patron of the channel, of course. And if you're not a patron already, go and check it out. Even the lowest tier will help support me directly, and you'll just be a fantastic member of the community for doing that. Of course, you're supporting me. What else would you want to do? But yeah, all patrons will get a sort of distribution of this, and then a selection of the playmats will be made available for the Go Again Gaming Open tournament, and I might just keep one for myself because I don't really have a Flesh and Blood playmat. Really, I just have this, so I might keep one for myself, and then use one in the tournament, and then do something else with the other one. We'll see. But I think the Doomsday playmat will be the one that's up for grabs on the Go Again Gaming Open Tournament 4, because let's be honest, it's a massive hill of skulls. That's just thematic. That's a thematic playmat that you'd have to win in a tournament. You have to take everybody's skull to win the Doomsday playmat. It makes sense. Not Doomsday. Yeah, it is Doomsday, sorry. So yeah, I've made a decision. The Go Again Gaming Open 4 will most likely be a Commoner tournament, with the playmat being the ultimate prize, but I'll probably chuck in some packs as well for the top 4 and obviously the winner. And yeah, it's going to be probably going to be Commoner. But that's pretty much it. With regards to the other heralds, getting your hands on those, I'll probably do some sort of video or share or Twitter or something along the lines where people can get a chance to win if you're not a patron for whatever reason. Hell yeah, Naked Commoner. Okay, that's an idea. So there's going to be a naked series basically where it's Commoner, but you come into the battle with no armor. You're just wearing nothing, basically. It's all hanging out, basically. Boardroom Gamer, welcome to the chat. Boardroom Gamer is actually the first person I recorded Commoner content with, so welcome to the chat. Tabletop Misfits, welcome to the chat as well. All these awesome channels popping up. But yeah, Boardroom Gamer was the first person I played with on the series, and you might have seen a little clip of that on the Twitter sphere. But yeah, more Commoner, he's saying. Hey everyone. So yeah, welcome Boardroom Gamer to the chat. Say hello everybody to Boardroom Gamer. He's who I did the first video with, and again he's saying, haha, I thought naked meant no sleeves. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, what we could do for a special episode every now and again is do Naked Commoner, where basically you bring your hero to the table, but you're not wearing any armor or clothes. So your sort of hero is just basically naked. And I could get an altar for that as well, couldn't I? Like a Naked Bravo. you know, with his Anathos out, just having a whale of a time, just swinging his hammer around. Okay, that escalated quickly. Ooh, I don't know. What would Bravo's piece be called? Would it be called Anathos or would it be called Winter's Wail? Goodness me. That took a dark turn. But yeah. So we pretty much reached the end of this stream. Because we've gone through the cards and the playmats, and we already knew what was coming. I'm just Naked Bravo. Naked Bravo. Yeah, I know, right? Ooh, jeez. Naked Bravo. Naked Bravo. Depends on what era of Bravo. Yeah, I know. I say it. Bravo is just, you know, yeah, you could just be all. Winter Wail. Winter's Wail is Oldham's piece. Yeah, that makes sense. Oldham's got Winter's Wail. Ooh. There we go. He calls it the Sledge of Anvilheim. Okay, there we are. Tabletop Misfits is saying, no sleeves. Guess I play naked every day. Ooh, baby. It's getting hot in here, isn't it? Wow. It's getting steamy in this chat today. Wow, we got Winter's Wails, we've got Sledge of Anvilheims, we've got Anathoses flying around, we've got Naked Bravos, we've got no sleeves. Guess I'll play naked every day. Oh, baby. It's getting spicy in here, isn't it? Wow. So yeah. Bottom line is, patrons, of course, will get a degree of these cards automatically. So patrons, of course, will get some of these cards automatically. To what extent, I don't know, because obviously it's not as much as we got before. I think we got a playset of 60 cards of each Herald before. So the extent of which those are given away, I don't know yet. But you will, of course, all get some of those. One of the playmats, the Doomsday playmat, will be one of the prizes, the ultimate prize for the Go Again Gaming Open 4, which will take place at some point within the next few months, I'd say. The other playmat, the Eclipse one, I will probably keep for myself. And then the Cataclysm one we'll probably do something with, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Because I haven't really kept anything apart from those three. Apart from the last kit that I got, the only cards that I kept was one of each. That's all I kept. I only kept one of each thing, one of each Herald. I pretty much gave it all away to help grow this channel, and that's what you're supposed to do, right? So yeah, I'm probably going to keep a playmat also. But I'm going to give the rest of it away because let's be honest, I'm never going to play with Prism. But yeah, thank you very much, Greg. Cheers, Az. Keep up the great work for this community. I will do. Thank you very much. And if there is a Prism player on the Patreon, they can have my Heralds. Wow! Look at that! Look at that kindness being thrown out there. This is the type of people we have in our community. If there is a Prism player on the Patreon, they can have my Heralds. Tobias says. Tobias is a patron of the channel on the highest tier. God bless you. But yeah, just say, if there's a Prism player on the Patreon, they can have it. Fine. Somebody else can have the rewards. I don't need them. Look at that. That's just... There's your Monday night motivation if you ever needed it. There's your Monday night motivation, people. Andrew Mason chipping in with, you know, you should know that I also play Prism, Toby. So there we go. Patrons helping patrons in the chat, but the fact that there's, oh, it's just ridiculous. Fantastic community we have going on here. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The only other thing I wanted to mention was that I am probably going to be going to Lille. I've booked my hotel, and I've booked the time off work. So as long as my passport is renewed in time, which it should be, it's quite far away yet, I will be going to the Pro Tour in Lille, which will be fantastic. It's only literally a train ride away from London. You can go to London. If you're in the UK, you can go to London, you can get on the Eurostar, and you can just train it to Lille, basically, which is in France. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time. It's a shame that obviously... a lot of us will be missing New Jersey. Yeah, it's a shame. You can't do everything. You can't do and achieve everything in life. Unfortunately, you have to sort of pick your battles. And for me, I would have loved to go to Jersey if my passport was renewed, but it wasn't. I always knew that I was never going to go because of the fact my passport was not renewed. So, and I only found that out very recently as well. So it's ridiculous. But you have to choose your battles, and you have to just do what you can. You can't do everything. So yeah, Lille, here we go. It's going to be good. Like I was saying the other day, Prism is my most blinged up deck. Well, it's going to be blinged up even more, isn't it, Andrew? It's going to be blinged up even more. The Sigilit, or Tobias is saying, I'm here for the love and the lols. Have them if you want, Andrew, with a kiss. Look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? That is lovely. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I mean, with regards to the content on the channel, the Commoner Chaos series is going to be very, very regular. I've had a lot of people reach out to me to be involved with that, including people like Matt DeMarco. Mr. Flake himself wants to get involved on the channel. And I'm sure a lot of people who you know I sort of spend a lot of time with will probably be on there as well. And that goes without saying as well in tandem with that. But I'm still doing the UPF series. I'm in the middle of editing another one. Basically, what happened was we had one that we was going to release. But looking back at it, the gameplay footage was a bit hit and miss here and there, and it's a shame because it was my Briar, Sunwish and Moonkiss deck, which I absolutely loved. It was hilarious what I did with it. So we put that one on the back burner. We'll release that eventually, but it was a long one as well, like 2 hours long. So I've started editing the new one, which we played last night, actually. Not last night, the night before. So that one's going to be coming out soon. But yeah, still doing the UPF stuff. Going to be doing the Commoner Chaos series. I'm in talks as well to start doing the local game stores series again. I need to line them up and sort of organise and plan around those though, which is the hard part of doing those ones. But yeah, I did really enjoy doing those as well. But yeah, just keep an eye on the channel. I'm going through a few changes with regards to what I want my channel to look like and all that sort of stuff as well. I'm doing some other things in the background, like if you didn't hear earlier, I'm going to be doing a sort of t-shirt design, which is going to have like a sexy anime Azalea on it. It's going to be like Welcome to Az's Azalea Cult or something like that. I don't know whether I'm going to brand it as Go Again Gaming, but it's just going to be a sexy Azalea t-shirt. So yeah, there's loads of things happening. Andrew is saying that it reminds me I need to still post those brute cards out to you, and likewise I still need to post out your dash cards to you as well. So yeah, Andrew is saying Stephen slipped something about a UPF game in his last live stream box break. Oh, did he? Oh, there we are then. Need to go back and watch that. But yeah, so we've been playing a lot of UPF. Obviously, me, Red Zone Rogue, Spike Feeders, and DM Armada. We've all been playing a lot of UPF. But it's just a fantastic way to play. Of course, I made videos on this as to what the best way is to refresh your flesh and blood, flesh and blood experiences. UPF is definitely one of those things. And Commoner goes hand in hand with that as well. Yeah. DGTCG just retracted his message, but I think what you was going to say was you need that T-shirt. So I saw it come up and then it got deleted. So I think that's what you meant. You need that T-shirt. Yeah, I need it as well, which is why I'm going to get it designed for you. Yeah, there we go. Need that T-shirt. So yeah. But I think that's pretty much all we really have time for. I mean, it's we've only been on here for about half an hour, and now that the spoilers have gone, we already knew what this was anyway. And we still got people tuned in, so thank you very much for sticking around. It's been fun. But yeah, stay tuned as to how you can get your hands on some of these. They should look lovely, don't they? The fact that they're all shiny as well. Oh, look at that, that's lovely, isn't it? Lovely old job. Commoner UPF, you're saying? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, even if you had a Commoner deck, you could still, if you had a Commoner Blitz deck, you could still play in a UPF game and hang with everybody else at the table. I mean, it's not like Commander or Magic the Gathering Commander, where if someone's got ridiculously good cards, you can't really hang with them. in UPF, it doesn't matter what deck you have really, because the game was never really, well, they're saying that Magic the Gathering was never really meant to be played multiplayer, but just the way Flesh and Blood is, there isn't really much board state, you know, involved. It's just, you know, numbers left and right most of the time. Thematically, you know, it's cool, but it's really just numbers left and right. Whereas on Magic the Gathering, you do have board states to contend with. You do have, you know, all that other stuff involved. So it's good to see that Flesh and Blood are sort of stepping into that space now with regards to not permanence, but things that are on the field. I know obviously Prism wants to do this quite a lot, but obviously the allies and the dragons and stuff that we're going to get, phoenixes I imagine as well in Uprising is going to be fun. So it's good to see that they're sort of going into that space as such. But yeah, commoner UPF, you could do it without any sort of real blowback, to be honest. Prism missed the memo on no board state. No, that's right. That is right. Apart from Prism, Illusionist is the one conjuring these things at the moment. And I think Necromancer, when we get Necromancer, we're bound to get it because it's in the lore book, right? Is probably going to have something similar to this as well, where they summon meat shields to do their bidding for them. So looking forward to the Dragon Ally. Absolutely, Andrew Mason. Absolutely. It's going to be absolutely awesome. But yeah. That's pretty much it. So thank you very much for all joining today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately delete the other stream that we've got on there, and just make sure this one's available for people to watch back if they want. They already knew what's going on anyway, but still. Andrew is saying, I like building board state with Dash. No, that's very true. Mechanologist, Data Doll, they do have the ability to build massive board states as well. And I think that also speaks to the board gamers. The people that are playing board games, I think, are attracted to classes like Dash, like Prism, because you're building a board state, you're building an engine. It's sort of like similar to those board games where you are sort of building your engine as you go through the game. It's like the deck building games that you can play out of the box, like Dominion, Marvel Legendary. The other sort of deck builders, Dark Souls card game, which I've got on my shelf. I'm not sure if you can see it there. No, you can't. But yeah, it's sort of akin to that, really, where you're sort of building your deck as you go. You're sort of building your engine as you go. So I reckon that does it. That does sort of speak to a lot of board gamers, sort of Prism, Dash. The new heroes that summon dragons. I think that's going to bring in a load of new types of different players as well. And it goes without saying as well that Commoner, UPF, all of these things will also bring in new players that want to express themselves in the game. Just change over to this camera because we're going to close off in a minute. But yeah, saying that also, another thing that I could announce on this stream today, for those that are still here, those that are still watching, a little bit of a scoop as to something else that I'm going to be doing. And that's going to be a Flesh and Blood podcast. That's right, a Flesh and Blood podcast. Now, I was experimenting with my old channel, like doing like Magic the Gathering podcasts and stuff, but ultimately, after doing that for a few weeks, I was just like, I just don't care. I don't care enough about Magic the Gathering, so that's gone down the drain. I was just experimenting with the old channel, experimenting with bringing Magic the Gathering onto this channel potentially, but that is not the case. What I'm getting at here is that we're going to start a new podcast dedicated to Flesh and Blood, but from more of a sort of casual player perspective, more of a sort of curator perspective, throwing ideas out there and what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Here's a question. We're going to answer it from our perspective. Yes, that's right. Our perspective. I'm going to be doing this podcast with Bill from the Spiked Feeders and Kel from Red Zone Rogue. It's very much an idea at the moment. We was on a 3-hour Discord call the other day. And Bill from the Spiked Feeders Fab, I might add, go and check them out. Spiked Feeders Fab is going to be putting up a little sort of in response video, is what they call it, like a little discussion video, and I'm involved in that, and Kel from Red Zone Rogue is involved in that. So go and check that out. That's going to be out soon, I believe. But in that video, It's going to be me, Bill, and Kel talking about UPF and the benefits and why is it good, why is it bad, how can it improve. A whole video based on UPF is going to be in Bill from the Spike Feeder Fab video on their channel very, very shortly. And yeah, we're going to be doing a podcast every week or every 2 weeks. Me, Kel, and Bill are going to be doing a podcast. So look forward to that. It's going to be really, really cool. More about, it's not going to be about the hyper competitive meta. It's more like what is going on in Fab. What are the questions that are being asked at the moment? What's going on Twitter? What's the talk of the town this week, etc. So it's going to be a cool. Cool little thing. So yeah, Sigilit is saying, Tobias is saying, sounds sweet. Frank is saying, my local game store has just moved to permanent premises and is able to do events again. I'm going to help them with Flesh and Blood demo days. Cannot wait. Andrew is saying, cheers, good luck with that, Frank. And Frank is saying, nice, with a smiley face. Fantastic, lovely old job. Sounds good, Frank. There we go. You got the support in the chat. But yeah, that's brilliant. LGS has just moved to permanent premises. What were they doing before that then? So were they just temping in a place then? Were they, or were they doing their events out of a restaurant or a pub or something like that? That's good stuff. But yeah, so yeah, another piece of news I could share with you is the podcast I'm going to be doing. And I don't know what the format of that's going to be. I think it's going to be released on Red Zone Road's channel because it was his idea. If you watch Kel's stuff. There was a sort of a beginning of a podcast about a year or so ago, maybe not so long ago, but it was called Unlimited Edition, and I think him and DM Armada was doing a sort of podcast every sort of week or so, or plan to do it, but Stephen is a very busy guy, so yeah, it was obviously left on the back burner. So yeah, we're going to pick that up and we're going to roll with it because let's be honest, I have no life. I can just talk about cards all day, and Bill's just a lovely old guy. Just loves talking about cards as well. But yeah, it's going to be cool. Tobias is saying, always nice to grow a local scene, and helping out that way is a great way to do it. And small temporary shop with no gaming area. Yes, other places weren't available for the odd event. Patriot Games in Sheffield. Well, Frank. You're UK as well, are you? Fantastic. How do I get in contact with Patriot Games? Because I can then include them in the local game store series. What do you think? Will they be up for that? When they move into their new premises, would they be up for doing the Let's Visit series in Sheffield? Where I go to their shop and film their shop and all that sort of thing. Obviously when they're settled, when everything's up and that, I reckon that'll be good. Patriot Games in Sheffield. I'm going to write that down right now. Are they okay with me approaching them, or do you want to approach them for me and let me know? Because I've got you on Twitter, haven't I? I swear I have. Let me just check. I swear I have. I thought we connected recently. I'm stalking you right now, Frank. Yes. Why do I not follow you though? I'm following you now, that's for sure. I'm stalking you, Frank. But yeah, oh definitely. So you're saying definitely. That's good. So didn't realise Patriot Games didn't have a permanent place. Cool. I'll ask them. No probs. Oh, that's good. Fantastic. Lovely old job. So yeah, if you're on Twitter as well, you can go and follow Frank as well on Twitter. Just type in Frank Birtwhistle and it comes up. So yeah, go and check out Frank on Twitter as well. Lovely old job. But yeah, I will. Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to reach out to me, then Frank, if they're up for that. Only moved in last week, so still finishing off, but should be fine. Okay, cool. Well, I'm in Wiltshire, so it's a long old journey for me to get up to Sheffield. But I've done it before, and I'll do it again. So yeah, sounds good to me. Sheffield have a fantastic music scene as well. That's where Bring Me the Horizon are from. If you're familiar with sort of rock and metal, that's where Bring Me the Horizon are from, which I absolutely love. The old shop was up for demolition. Damn. Funny how things change, isn't it? Cool. Well, that was a lovely old chat. Thank you very much, everybody. And yeah, we're probably gonna wrap it up there. So we spent about 45 minutes on here, which is good. So patrons of the channel, stay tuned. I'm going to reach out to you obviously on the VIP zone in Discord about what we can do with these cards. So stay tuned in the VIP zone. If you haven't joined the Discord, make sure you click the link in the link tree, which is on the banner on my YouTube channel. It's not in this box because I had to start the video again, which is a bit of a shame. And then go and join the Discord because we're always playing games in there. We're always chatting about all sorts of stuff in there. Not just Flesh and Blood either. Other games, Warhammer and all that good stuff as well. People are posting their models and that in there. It's lovely to see. Chatting garbage and just having a good time. So go check that out if you haven't done so already. Check out all my other links as well to things you might be interested in to help support me directly. And yeah, again, they're all on the right hand side of the screen here. Card Vault, Fam TCG cards, Wraith Energy Drink, Neo Matchy clothes, Patreon. So go and check those out when you can as well. So thank you very much for tuning in. And yeah, I can't keep going. I can't keep looking at the chat because you guys just keep me here for ages. But I love all of you. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next video. Hopefully, when the stream doesn't continuously break. Peace.